legend and folklore. There was an old geezer with a thief at a curb. He had a hook and a line and a sinker and a worm. Slept in a city that kissed the seashore. Woke with a bait and tackle store trip each morn. Not a bother, not a lot to say. That isn't till you ask him about the one that got a whoop 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 way. Like tall, tail, keep it right and real. With his arms stretched out to define the kill. While the village always listened, believing it was different. Out of 8 million stories, there was not a single witness. It was always at the last second when the line snapped, or the boat broke in half from the size of the catch. Either way, the documented proof didn't exist, so the locals dismissed the big foot fish. Billy Goat Beard, 20 years in the making, carry lures in his brim, carry beer in his waders. Stink like alcohol of all prominent flavors. Carry knives in his vest, carry war in his nature. Sat among the forest floor critters and pine cones, and tied a perfect fly with his eyes closed. Veteran angler with a mission to run, make all naysayers hold tongues. Pale blue moon, a fiery orange glow. Red sky at dawn, or rain, hail, sleet, snow. Black storm cloud with the barometric horrors. The weatherproof sportsman spins yarns regardless. Laugh if you wanna, but the dude ain't stupid. Let it roll off his back like it's drizzle on plumage. Cause he woke with a twinkle in his eye. Like every dog has his day, and today is mine.
friends all say I've changed. Lost my youthful sparkling eyes. Then I point out I've got new favorites. Disappointed if this is what I've tried. And they look at my next larger.
So here we are in Westchester, Pennsylvania at my house, and I've been collecting all my boards. I've been hanging them up, and I think this by far is my favorite Element deck because Adam Wallacavage took this photo. It was the cover of CKY3, and then Element turned it into like a cartoon drawing. And yeah, this is definitely my favorite Element skateboard. I seriously think there's like 200. I don't have any more wall space. I'm gonna have to start putting them on the roof now. And this would have to be my second favorite Element skateboard because I actually have it tattooed right here. And this was done by the Him artist. His name is Nodis Pop. And I liked his work on all the Him albums so much. I was like, you need to do a skateboard for me. So he took my face and gave me some like Turbo Negro action. You know, there's all these cool designs. Total Scandinavian, and I'm into it.
We're actually at the Element Factory, and we're just talking about the new Pro shoe that I'm coming out with. My first Element Pro shoe.
Yeah, the actual design of the shoe, I just gave Tosh some blank silhouettes, and he just started drawing while he was out on a tour. And this design is actually sprang from a drawing that he actually did, so yeah. It's kind of cool. Like, it's an actual shoe that was designed by the writer.
I was mostly trying to get a good skate shoe that's light and good for skating and gonna last.
make it lighter, like you said, a little bit more durable, a little bit just more finely designed. We used a lighter type of midsole foam that still has like plenty of impact capabilities, and just kind of tried to carry over elements that he had.
And that's 10 minutes, and we're done.
My name's Matt Irving. I do graphic design and artwork for Element, and we were up in Seattle at Snowboard Connection to do a little show to mark the release of this Delphi Endangered series for Element. Element has this little part of their catalog where they sort of hone in and focus on specific artists a little bit more. Michael Leone, Paul Urich, Andrew Pommier, Jeremy Fish just did one, which is coming up. Sort of bridge that gap between graphic design and art. So Snowboard Connection invited me to come up and do a show for the first Thursdays in Seattle.
First Thursday is where all the galleries or the studios open their doors and show whatever they've got.
We're in the downtown area and we felt like we should be involved with that.
This show was something for me to come up and show this board series and also show other graphic design and shoe design and just other visual things that I've created. This shop has a really good community vibe to it.
And we had, I'm going to guess, 400 or 500 people through here, so it was a great turnout.
Because you get the people coming in off the street that are visiting the other galleries that might not have known about our little worlds.
Honestly, if you go through these 5 floors upstairs, there's nothing upstairs that looks like this.
These people don't see like skateboard art all the time, and so that people can be exposed to that, it's pretty cool.
I think like art and skateboarding are obviously very much hand in hand and has been forever. They're inseparable, basically.
You know, you can look at a spot a million different ways, and that's just how people look at art too, and it's one of those things, creative minds kind of all get together and do weird stuff, and that weird thing is skateboarding. And
it's not even a correlation because it seems inseparable. It's like, you know, art is one of the plies of a 7-ply skateboard, you know. It's laminated right in there.
And we're going to do another series of art shows this summer over in Europe with a bunch of the artists that do graphics for Element, Don Pendleton, Todd Francis, and myself. So this is like a trial run, and I think the Europe show will be a true test. That sucked. I'm out of here.
So me and Matt would meet up for these weekly luncheons and show each other what we were working on, and then, you know, give each other advice. And he was like, hey, you want to do this board series for Element? And I was like, hell yeah. I was like, I'll get him to do this goddamn fish-shaped board that I've been trying to do forever and can't ever get anybody to let me make it because it's a pain in the ass. So the whole thing kind of stemmed from the idea of making this fish-shaped board. And I had kind of been playing around with this fisherman character and the idea of basically like hunting for that one that got away. And basically I think in this film, the fisherman's like a metaphor for the dreamer and the one who doesn't give up on his dreams, regardless of what everyone says. And that's basically the happy, everlasting message at the end of the film, is that even though everyone might think you're a kook, if you pursue what it is you really believe in life, and you love what you're doing, you'll die a happy man. Even though the fisherman passes out drunk after the bartender thinks that he's crazy, I think he passed out happy and drunk.
The whole film came about with Jeremy working on a board series for Element for the Endangered line, and we wanted to basically create a film version of what the board series was, sort of like live it out in real life. So Jeremy grew his beard, we got the outfit together, we pretty much mimicked the illustrations that he did for the board, found the same plaid shirt, same hip waiter, same corncob pipe, the whole nine, and set out to recreate the actual graphics in reality. Basically, the skating came out way better than we'd expected. As everyone started skating, the rubber pants didn't seem to be too much of a hindrance. Cutting off the boots helped so people could wear skate shoes. And we ended up actually getting some skate footage we were really proud of, and kind of blown away that these guys would be willing to lay it down with a fake beard and a corncob pipe in their mouth.
hold toast. Pale blue moon, a fiery orange glow. Red sky at dawn, or rain, hail, sleet, snow. Black storm cloud with the...
I was approached by Jeremy Fish to do a song for a movie about a fisherman. And I make rap music, for anyone who doesn't know. So I guess that's already a bit of an odd combination to be rapping about fishing. It was kind of up my alley, and I kind of thought it was quirky, and the whole idea for the film that he was doing was pretty sick. Plus, I grew up skateboarding, so that kind of drew me to the whole thing. But yeah, Fish had the whole story laid out, and he was just like, write a song about a fisherman who is on like this big search for the next big fish. Like, alright, I'm gonna make it over the top folklore-y, kind of like real children's story-ish. And then basically I just went and wrote the song, and then I think I like just hit him up like, hey, I did that song about the fish, and he's like, really? Let me hear it. And then he fucking liked it, and that was weird. It was really just weird. This whole project is really weird.
Alright, check it out. About to start here. All the Portland heads are showing up. About 15 minutes away from kicking this thing off. Got the tab open. All these guys are psyched.
It's the Ill Debris represent little homie, you know what I'm saying? Brand.
Excellent. I know what that is.
Kegs, Buckwheat and Stormy down with Rodney Allen Ricky. But Tommy and I, cuz beating up Bippy, karate chop, snap, crack, pop. You do the hip thing and I'll do the hop. Cough up a rookie, shake, break the boogie, cause I got a homegirl that's giving out nookies. Mr. George Bush was on my flow, cracked out butt naked, watch the couch show. Hey, little rascals, Eddie Hasso, black guy peas with a lot of Tabasco. Woo, sticks, big fat chicks, old reruns of the Jefferson hits. Slide me some skin on the black side, pimp. Training bras, holy draws, Bonte and D-double-E breaking all the laws. Double Dutch afro, Cherokee trap. Honey, I with the kids with my rap, then my DJ Keelu, he came instead. Remember that brother who did the
This is very impressive. I'm very happy for Brant and Tucker. This is a big moment in my life, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
You know, I'm just super hyped, you know, that all the homies came out, you know, everybody in their little cliques in Portland, you know, came together and actually congregated, you know. No arguing, no bullshit, just love, you know, and all for Brent, you know.
Premiere's over. Homeboy did his thing. Everybody's psyched. Got to move on to the next spot right now. And hear that? We're all good. All right, so we got everybody out here this weekend. Got everybody in town. Photo shoot today at PS Sticks. Tomorrow we got a studio shot over in Costa Mesa. Then we're gonna wrap it up with a demo at Active in Chino on Saturday. So it's a packed weekend.
Anything in life is a learning opportunity if you're willing to take it. So not having been in a skateboard factory and understanding how it's made and what goes into it, hopefully they'll respect the board a lot more. Tosh made a board with me and he learned how to route it, and he talked about what he likes about a board. We changed it around and we'll see if it works for him. Sam made some boards for me too. However, he didn't want to sand the whole stack. One was enough.
Here we are, day 2, team photo shoot. Same place as last year. Broke it up into 3 groups of 5 to 6 guys so that it's not complete chaos.
Well, today we're just here working on the Element photo shoot. All the homies are kicking it, taking some flicks. Amanda, super tight photographer, busting 1-2s out there. Just like, got our board, which is essential, crucial. Good to get the folks together, get the family together. Everybody was here together.
first time I was ever introduced to skateboarding.
I saw it from across the street and I was like, oh my God, look at that thing. Riding down the sidewalk and just feeling the urethane right over the cracks. Getting as much speed as you can and then just popping up. And what it really comes down to is individuality.
That's why we all surround each other.
And creating this collective thing that is Element.
And I'm happy to be a part of the team.